Things were still a little bit hectic right after the video shoot because I had to get Maren to Las Vegas, which meant I had to do dialysis in Las Vegas, and I couldn't get the schedules to match up, so I couldn't go. And so luckily Trey was able to take her.
It should be really interesting because that's not my world. That's generally what Les does. But of course she can't because we weren't able to figure out the dialysis schedule. So I get to go spend a week with my daughter, which actually I'm looking forward to because we get to just be the two of us. I get to spend some time just with her alone, and it's the first time that's ever happened.
We wanted the video in the can quickly, so the editing was a little tricky for Trey.
I had to work remotely, and that presented a lot of challenges. I tried to steal every possible minute that I could, which meant even driving in the car, I would have Maren operating my phone and my iPad for me. And on occasion, I'd have to just pull over because it was the only place I could get any reception.
Trey and Maren got back from Vegas, and my mom called and said she was having foot surgery. So we wanted to get down to San Diego and just make sure she was okay and check in on her.
Our family life just seems to be crazy 100% of the time. So when there are those moments when things stop or at least slow down, we really try to capitalize on it.
We wanted to go to San Diego to check on my mom, but we also wanted to touch base with my brother because he's been going through testing to make sure that he's a match for me to give me his kidney. And the testing process has been a little bit brutal for him. So I wanted to see how it was going and just kind of make sure he was okay with everything.
It's always fun to have them come down here, and there's always something special to do. The kids are very comfortable here. They make themselves at home. I don't have to entertain. If they want to cook something, they cook. If they want to sleep in, they sleep in. And it's fun having young voices in the house again.
I don't get to see my brother very often, but when I do see him, we have a great time together, and we always try to make a point to play music together.
You make me happy, the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you.
I'm going through testing now. There is a lot involved. There are a lot of moving parts. There are things that are still I'm waiting to hear back on. Other people, I think, are also potential candidates. Right now, it looks like I'm the best match. So we'll see. I was just having some more tests done yesterday, and I have not heard the results back yet.
Immediately, Jeff said that he would volunteer as a donor. I didn't want to say anything differently, but in my mind, I thought, what would happen if they do not select Jeff? Jeff was 6 years old when he lost his spleen. He had some other ailments as he was growing up. The doctors were, on the other hand, so favorable about Jeff. He would be the perfect match for her. So I know that Jeff is really pleased to be considered a donor. I'm really glad that it is Jeff.
San Diego for us is a really easy getaway. It's a beautiful city. It's got lots of outdoor activities. Sometimes we do like to hang out at the house with family, but we love to go to the beach, go on hikes. We love to go to the golf club, and the kids will hit the ball around. And whatever kind of outdoor good weather activities we can come up with, we'll do it.
Going to San Diego is fun for all of us, but the kids especially, because they get to do some things in a different place that they don't necessarily get to do all the time. They like playing silly games with Uncle Jeff.
Me and Steph have a thing with our uncle where we try to surprise him and tickle him whenever we can.
We don't really hang out a lot. He mostly does work whenever I'm there, but that time was a time where we could really get closer together as a family, I guess.
There's a shop that Stephanie discovered that really appeals to her crafty side. We really like just sort of exploring the town.
It was a really big shop where people like me can make whatever and sell it there.
It was important to get to San Diego just to check in on Les's mom, but it was also really important to visit with Jeff.